One, two, three. This is Dr. Alex Avila, and we're back to Love University. I'm an author, speaker, and psychologist, and every week we talk about how to love yourself, others, and higher nature. We have a lot of topics related to self-esteem, personal health, love, relationships, spirituality, finances, and we've been on a little bit of a hiatus here for summer break, and we're back, and we're very excited to be back as we start our fall semester here at Love University. There are a lot of interesting things that are happening. People are going back to school, starting back to work, coming from vacations, and there's something that we need to talk about today. And it is the topic of dealing with stress. How to relax yourself into paradise. Secrets of stress-free living. Now, stress has become one of the biggest problems in society. According to statistics, it is the number 2 health problem in the world. In our hyper-connected world, people are constantly on their internet, cell phone, email, text, and it's very hard to have time to yourself, to relax, to take a break. We're constantly bombarded with negative news on different technology forms. And we know that stress can cause a lot of problems. It can increase your blood pressure. It can cause obesity. People that eat emotionally because of stress can gain a lot of weight. It can create infectious diseases by lowering your immune system. It can cause headaches, back and stomach pain. Poor sleep and even cancer has been linked to high levels of stress. Of course, not all stress is bad. Some stress can actually be good or productive. We have a part of our nervous system called the sympathetic nervous system, also known as fight or flight response. When we're faced with danger or an emergency, we need to get away from someone that's trying to hurt us. There's a child trapped under a car, or we need to do a presentation at work, a speech. We need to have some level of elevated stress or adrenaline to help us get through that. However, the problem is that many times we live under constant stress, both internally with our own emotions and externally, environmental problems, people, traffic jams, difficult situations, and we are overwhelmed. Our system is taxed. Our emotional system is overburdened. Now, the problem is that many people try stress reduction techniques that don't work. For example, eating is very common. When people are stressed, they eat more. But only 16% of the time does eating reduce your stress. Most of the time, it doesn't. Women who eat chocolate and temporarily feel a pleasure through endorphin release end up feeling guilty because of that, maybe even gaining weight. TV watching, surfing the internet can also temporarily relieve stress, but then it can cause other problems as well. Overdependence, addiction, and wasting of time. What we need to do is really develop relaxation response. And relaxation is really a return to mind and body balance, or homeostasis. It is the release of tension and having a pleasant mental state. Now, when we are relaxed, we trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the opposite of the sympathetic, which deals with calmness, slower breathing, lower blood pressure, lower heart rate. When the parasympathetic nervous system is triggered, we have higher energy and motivation. When we can relax, we have 2 times less likelihood of getting a cold. Also, our memory is boosted when we are more relaxed. Stress impairs what we call the prefrontal cortex, the executive center of the brain, so we can't think as clearly. When we are relaxed, we have 24% less chance of having a stroke. Also, we have lower depression when we are able to be relaxed. Relaxation increases the neurotransmitters known as serotonin and dopamine, brain chemicals that help us feel joyful and pleasant. Also, you have better decision making when you are relaxed. When you're under stress, many times you ignore the negative consequences of actions and you go ahead and do something. For example, someone who has a problem with drinking ends up drinking more under stress because they forget the relapse and the withdrawal symptoms they're going to have afterwards. The other interesting thing about relaxation is that it reduces what we call in psychology anticipatory anxiety. For example, someone who stutters fears that they will stutter, so that fear actually causes them to stutter more. Or the person who's shy fears looking foolish in social situations, so they will even withdraw more. In psychology, we have a technique called paradoxical intention. What we do is the opposite. You can call it reverse psychology. So someone who's stuttering, you might say in a therapy session, okay, I want you to be the biggest stutterer in the world, be the biggest stutterer in the world. And many times they actually are now able to speak clearly because they no longer have the fear that they will stutter because they've been told that they can do it. They have permission. Or the person who's shy, we tell them to act like a big fool, jump up and down and scream and get silly. And as a result, they might be more confident in a public setting because they're given permission to be that shy person, and therefore they don't have the anxiety they had before. Relaxation can keep you slim. As we were saying earlier, people tend to overeat when they're stressed. And when you are anxious, you have released the hormone called cortisol, which is dealing with anxiety and stress. So it gives you more appetite. The other thing is that you even have better sex when you're relaxed. Sexual drive increases by 20% when you're in a relaxed state of mind. So there are many benefits to this idea of being relaxed and being in tune with your mind and body, and basically to diminish anxiety and worry and fear about what's going to happen in the future. So how do we get to that relaxed state, that paradise of peace and contemplation? First of all, from the East we can learn the idea of having a simple lifestyle, simpler, and also focus. So think about what is a priority to you in your life. Maybe it's dealing with family members in a positive way. Maybe it's being a good parent. Maybe it's doing well in a career that you love, a hobby, an interest, a spiritual practice, exercise, taking care of your health. And that should be your primary focus for the day. And other things are distractions, maybe being on social media too much or being around people that gossip or maybe negative, that can be reduced or eliminated so that you focus on the most important things, the things that give you joy and help you give joy to others. Another part of the simple life is to leave space in between activities. Many times people overbook themselves. They try to do too many things in one day. Say to yourself, I want to do one main thing today, one important thing. I want to write that letter, or I want to do this business transaction, or I want to talk to a friend. Maybe it's a difficult conversation. Now, if you're an emotionally sensitive person, and some of you are, I am myself, it might be difficult for you to do something that is challenging. Maybe having a conversation with someone, confronting somebody, even asking someone on a date, or going for a job that you really want. You're afraid to do it, and that might take all of your energy for the day. But if you do that one thing, that's going to make you feel a lot better because you accomplish your driving goal, that motivation. And the other thing is to go slower. In our fast-paced society, people want instant responses. They want you to text them back and email them back quickly and call them back. But take your time. For example, when you eat, savor the food. Enjoy the pleasant sensations. Or take a shower. Feel the water on your body relaxing you. Or even while driving. There might be traffic jams. In big cities, a lot of people get frustrated with traffic jams, but you can say to yourself, I'm going to listen to music, I'm going to meditate and think, as long as, of course, you're paying attention to the road, but being able to just enjoy the moment, maybe look around and see some interesting sights. And that savoring is very crucial, being in the moment, in the now, to help you relax and enjoy the pleasure of now instead of worrying about the future and what can happen. Now, there's an exercise I use with my clients, and I have a lot of people that have trauma, maybe depression and anxiety. This is called Tighten and Relax. It's also known as progressive relaxation, muscle relaxation. And Reggie, my producer, you're over here today. How are you doing, Reggie?
Good, really good.
Okay, you're back from your vacation. You look like you're tan and looking good. Good. All right, so Reggie, I want you to try this exercise. I want you to stand up for me right now. And people at home, you can do this as well. I want you to extend your arms straight out. And what I want you to do is about shoulder length. And what I want you to do is inhale. And as you inhale through your nose, I want you to tighten up those arms and make a fist and ball it up, okay? So do that right now. Inhale. Keep it real tight. Tighten your whole body. Tight. And now relax. Let yourself fall. Let yourself fall like a rag doll. All the way down. That's good. Try it one more time. Raise your arms. Inhale. Tighten. Now exhale. Let yourself go. How do you feel, Reggie, doing that tighten and relax exercise?
Good. Real good.
Yeah, you will start to feel relaxed. It's really an amazing technique. You can do it 5 or 10 minutes a day. Do that in the morning or evening, and it really helps you get your body and mind attuned to each other in a relaxed state. The other thing that we know is very good for relaxation is music. Music can affect your limbic system, which is the emotional center of your brain, and can help regulate your feelings. Perhaps quiet music, relaxing music can also calm you. And one thing that I like to do, and it's really fun, is dancing. Now, dancing combines 3 things. It combines music, exercise, and social activities. So you get like a 3-in-1 benefit. Now, Reggie, I know you're a pretty good dancer. What do you do? Is it the polka or is it the salsa?
It's the twist.
Oh, the twist. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Reggie, you're really going back. You're a retro kind of guy. Okay. Well, that's actually great. Now, Reggie, now that I have your attention, I know you seem a little drowsy today. Are you a little tired?
Yes. Busy week at work.
Okay. But you know something, you probably have a lot of stress too. I know that you're doing more at work. So let's try an exercise right now. This is called the progressive visualization exercise. So what we're going to do is I want you to close your eyes, Reggie, and I want you to imagine a beautiful place right now that's very serene and quiet and peaceful. And where are you, Reggie? What place is this?
I'm in some kind of field. I don't know where, but it's a field.
Okay, a field. Are you there with anyone or by yourself?
There's somebody. I'm not sure who, though. I see them kind of far off.
Is it a man or a woman?
I would hope a woman.
You hope so. Okay, all right. So this woman is far away. Now, do you want to bring her a little bit closer to you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, imagine that she's coming closer to you, and tell us, what do you see? What are the sights in this beautiful place?
Grass is long. You
What-
can see trees in the distance.
What is the color of the grass and the trees?
Green.
Okay. What do you smell, or what are the smells in this place? Reggie, inhale. Exhale. What is the smell that in this place?
It smells very sweet.
Okay. And what are the sounds? What do you hear?
Birds chirping.
And what is your feeling now, the emotional feeling in this beautiful place where you're at?
Very calm, relaxed.
Okay. Open your eyes, Reggie. Now, this is a very simple exercise. It takes you 10 minutes a day, perhaps. Maybe you could do it twice a day. This kind of a thing called meditation, visualization, is very powerful because it takes you from your daily worries and your daily problems into an altered state where you can really feel that peace and that relaxation. Now, the other thing, Reggie, that we've actually done before, and we actually had a podcast on this, on laughter and humor. They say that humor is one of the greatest stress reducers. Now, when someone laughs, it lowers the cortisol, that stress hormone, and also increases endorphins, the pleasure chemical. So, Reggie, you look kind of fun today. You look like you got a kind of a cool shirt. What is that?
Oh, it's on Mickey Mouse, but super faded out.
Okay, let's try that laugh now, okay? You got some pink pants too? Oh, what is that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. These are right.
Okay, so let me hear some laughter, Reggie. Well, you know something, Reggie? We got to get you laughing more. I can see that. And I always need to laugh more because laughter is an amazing thing. It's like a stimulant. You know, you start to feel better, and the relaxation goes into your system. Also, it's very important to wind down before going to bed. Many times, people even have their cell phone in their bed. You know, they're waiting a text or call at midnight. But that's really counterproductive. So what you need to do is turn off your technology 30 to 40 minutes before you go to bed, and maybe do something relaxing. A hot tub, cuddling with your spouse or partner or a dog or a cat, taking a warm bath, reading. Anything that can help you relax your mind to get to that relaxed state before you go to bed. Also, in the daytime, you can do what's called a self-massage. Now, of course, massages are nice, but let's say you don't have the time or to do that. So you can take 5 minutes to just rub a little bit your neck, you know, with pressure point, your shoulder, your back of your skull, and that can help you relax quite a bit, just doing a little bit of pressure massage to yourself. And finally, this is very important, is to find a meaning or purpose in your life. A practice that helps you look at the world differently. For example, it could be a spiritual practice. Maybe you believe in God or higher power, nature, or you believe in meaning of your life in terms of being a good person, a good parent, leaving behind a legacy of goodness or love, being a teacher, a business person, a scientist, an artist, someone that works with your hands and creates things. Whatever it is that gives you meaning or purpose, focus on that, enhance it, because when you do that, you don't no longer worry about the little trivial details, the traffic jams, the minor annoyances, people that are negative at times, setbacks, financial problems, because you have a bigger vision, a bigger purpose, something that you know that you are here on earth to accomplish. And when you do that, you liberate yourself from a lot of the stress and worries. You know that you have a way to go to help people and to be the best you can be. So this week, Love University students, now that we're back to work and back to school and we're out of our vacation, some of you are feeling a little stressed. I want you to focus on relaxation this week. I want you to try a meditation exercise like we talked about today, the tighten and relax exercise. Maybe music, exercise, massage, making love with your partner, being with animals or children in nature, and going slower, leaving a space in your day for just being by yourself or being with people that you care about. And also realize that not every relaxation practice is for everybody. People have different personality styles. For example, if you're the kind of person that tends to get angry or frustrated, we call it the fight mechanism, you probably want to practice a relaxation that can relax you, for example, or calm you down, like meditation, breathing. If you're the kind of person that tends to do what we call flight, you avoid situations, you might feel depressed, you need something that will engage you. For example, exercise, maybe a yoga class. And the other thing to recognize is that you might be what we call internal energy or external energy person, also known as introvert or extrovert. So internal energy people might enjoy an activity where they can do it by themselves. Again, meditation, walking in nature. Someone who's more extroverted, external, would probably want something to do with people, a group activity, maybe yoga exercise, or have it taken a class. So realize your personality type and what kind of activity would suit best for you for relaxation. And finally, see if you can find that meaning or practice in life, that purpose in life, that thing that will take you away from everyday problems and worries and anxieties and concerns, and will give you that feeling of confidence, the feeling of motivation and love, because you're going to where you need to be in life. And always remember that when you are able to relax, you bring your body to a natural state, you can be more loving. You notice that when you're not in a relaxed state, you are more impatient. You don't want to listen to people. You don't want to attune to their problems or their issues and help them because you're concerned about your own. But when you have more relaxation, you're more patient, you're more compassionate, you're more empathetic, and you have more love to give. And that is the purpose of Love University, to have more loving energy to give and also to receive in the process of your life. So Love University students, until next time, be relaxed. Make sure you reach us at loveuniversitylove@gmail.com. Visit us at loveuniversity.love. Call us at 310-226-8090. If you have any questions, comments about today's show, if you'd like to be on the show, we're going to have some interesting kind of programs, including soulmate search, which we can help you find your soulmate based on our love type personality styles that we use. And in the future, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Until next time, this is Dr. Alex Avila. Put away your notebook, your pens, your pads, and we'll see you next time. Love University.